Okay, let's find out about your ideal customer with these prompts. So here's the prompts. Remember to fill in the box brackets and put in the correct products and services and the correct customer avatar so that you can get a clean result from ChatGPT. And that's what you have here. Okay, so you can see that I've plugged in some important information into the prompt here, and we're using the case study of a luxury dog grooming and boarding service. And you can see that I've plugged in all the necessary information, and here is the output. So ChatGPT has given us a very detailed buyer persona, which it calls luxury dog lover Laura, right? And he has given us a name. It has given us age category for Laura, female, marital status, occupation, income. So this is how you're going to plug in all the necessary information for your own when you're using this prompt, and this is how your output will look like. So it's very detailed, and this is a very detailed customer avatar. With this kind of information, it sets a very good foundation for us to build on and actually create and actually get into the minds and the emotional drive of your ideal customer or your customer avatar. This helps you to know how to talk to them, how to communicate to them. When you want to run ads, how to run the ads, what words should you use when you're communicating to them, whether on your website, on your social media posts, and so on and so forth. Now let's look at the second prompt, and here is the second prompt, which will enable us to tap into their emotions and to understand how they feel about the product or service you are planning to offer to them. You need to know how they feel, because if you know how they feel, you can in a targeted way communicate to their emotions, and that makes it very easy for you to communicate to them, and it makes it easy for them to buy your product or service. Remember, people buy based on how they feel and justify it with logic, right? So here we are. I've plugged in all the necessary information into the prompt, and that's exactly what you're going to do when you're using the prompt to generate the feelings of your own ideal customers, right? And you can see here I've plugged it in for this particular. We're still using a dog boarding and training grooming services, and you can see what ChatGPT has given us here: the fear of neglect, health and safety concerns, feeling replaceable. I didn't think of that. That's weird. So there is a behavioral regression and so on and so forth. So it will give you very detailed. So let's talk about the third prompt, which we're going to use to find out the kind of words that your ideal customer or your customer avatar uses. You need to know the kind of words they use, because if you know the kind of words they use, you can communicate to them in a very clear way. And when you use the language that your ideal customer or your customer avatar uses, you use that to communicate to them on your website, in your social media posts. It's very easy for them to believe you and buy your product.